I was about to say it's a little windy today. Good morning. It's windy.
Windy.
Yeah. And cloudy. Let's go. This has to be the absolute worst angle ever to put a camera like this where it's pointing upwards. Not only is it giving me an exaggerated double chin, but it's making my forehead look even bigger than usual. Right now you're sitting on top of the air conditioning knobs. Let's change that. That doesn't look right either. Today it doesn't want to sit anywhere. Oh, sort of. Hi guys, it is Thursday. I kind of lost track of time and almost forgot what day it was. Yes, today is Thursday, almost Friday. I'm so looking forward to this weekend because we don't have anything formally planned like we did last weekend. This weekend, it looks like what we're probably going to be doing, we may have to mow the lawn. I probably mentioned it the other day that we had to do some lawn care. The lawn's going to get away from us. It's getting a bit tall. And since we've been kind of missing over the weekend, we haven't really had a chance to cut the lawn. I'm kind of looking forward to cutting the lawn and trimming some shrubs and just cleaning up the yard a bit. Like I said, sometimes you just want to go out there and have a place to sit. It feels comfortable when it's all cleaned up. So that's probably what we're going to do this weekend. Yeah, not very much exciting going on. This is the vlog. This is how it's going to be. Some days are up, some days are down, some days are just flat. You guys, I'm a little late to the game. I don't get to watch movies when they first come out at the theater because it costs so much for our family to go see a movie. Last time we went to a movie, it was over $100 for all four of us. When a movie comes out that I really like, I sometimes have to wait. I mean, unless it's Star Wars. Well, the last thing we went to see was Rogue One. If it's Star Wars or Star Wars related, we will go see it at the theater and we will splurge. Usually I have to wait for it to come out on demand on cable TV. So the last movie I watched was Passengers. That one was kind of fun. The ratings weren't that good on demand. It only had like 2 out of 4 stars, I think. But I found it to be interesting. I mean, you've got these passengers that are on this extremely long journey to another planet, pretty far away. You know, what could go wrong? So if you watch the movie, you'll find out. I'm thinking a lot more can go wrong than what happened in the movie, but that's just what I'm thinking. That's a long, long way. You don't know what you're going to come across. You don't know what you're going to encounter. I guess they've done these types of journeys before, so they know what to expect. But I don't know. There's so many things. It's an interesting concept, though. A spaceship that pretty much runs itself. Everyone's asleep for a very, very long time. Everything else is taken care of. Maintenance is taken care of. It looks clean all the time. You don't really have to do anything. But of course, something went wrong, and a couple of the passengers woke up way too early. What is the journey? It was something like 120 years. They woke up something like 80 years too soon. I mean, you could probably guess whether or not they made it to the planet. Luckily, the two passengers were actually kind of fond of each other, although they did have some falling outs along the way. But everything was taken care of. Their food was taken care of. The maintenance on the ship was pretty much taken care of, except for like the one thing. But I'm not going to get into that in case you haven't seen the movie yet. Clothing. They had access to everything. Since they woke up too soon, they could pretty much access anything they wanted. I mean, who's gonna notice, right? I don't know, 2 people. And the ship has 5,000 passengers and some crew. I can't remember how big the crew was. Can you imagine what kind of relationships you would have if you didn't have to ever worry about making your own food, looking for your own food or whatever? You just go to a machine and you get your meal out. And you have access to all this clothing and fashion. You don't have to clean your room. If something breaks down, you don't have to fix it. A robot's gonna fix it. Can you imagine what your life would be like? You could focus entirely on the relationship that you had with that other person. Hopefully a good one. I can't imagine if you're stranded on a spaceship that's, pretty much going nowhere for you because you're not going to possibly make it. No spoilers. You might not make it for the 80 some odd years that you have until you get to the planet. You just might not make it. I can't imagine what the relationship must be like. You'd have to get along. You're going to get extremely bored. They do have movies to watch and everything, but unless Earth is streaming movies, which not likely, then you're kind of going to be watching the same library for that whole duration. And I don't know if that's entertaining enough. Well, they did manage to solve some of the problems, because you would go stir crazy if all you had to look at was each other and the walls of the ship. They did manage to fix that, but I won't say how, because you might want to watch Passengers. But overall, I was entertained by the movie, and it did really make me think, because I know pretty soon we're going to be going to Mars. Well, not me, but some of our Earthling people are going to Mars, and that trip is relatively short to get there, but of course they're going to be there after that. If they survive the trip, and I hope that they do, they will be on Mars, and that's pretty much it. You really got to think about that. And in this Passengers movie, these people had to say goodbye to anybody that they knew, their friends, their family, anybody that they knew, because they were never going to see them again. They would be asleep for 100 and something years. There was no way to be contacting each other. Despite all of their magnificent technology, they hadn't really figured out a way to extend somebody's life other than going into the sleep mode. They hadn't really figured out how to make people last longer. I mean, they did have better access to healthcare than any of us ever will. They had a machine that was automated, that all you had to do was get in it, and it diagnosed whatever your issue was, and then it proceeded to fix it in some way. They hadn't really found a way to overcome aging. I've read a lot of science stuff over the years, and I know that there's actually some scientist people out there who are trying to turn off the aging thing that's in us. And they say there's really no reason for us to be aging like we do. At least not as quickly as we do. I guess you could call it quickly aging. So they really think that at some point they're going to be able to turn off aging. I don't know. That's really a lot to think about. Anyway, if you're interested in thinking about any of this stuff and you want to see how they handled things on Passengers, it's on demand right now if you want to give it a look. The next one that I'm going to be watching on demand is Assassin's Creed. I had the game for PS3, and then our PS3 broke down and we decided to upgrade to a PS4, but I don't have the game for PS4. I never did finish that game. Anyway, Assassin's Creed, I think the movie looks pretty good, but also, again, the ratings aren't that good on it on demand. But I think it's a pretty good movie. I mean, it looks good. Who's the lead character? Michael Fassbender? I think it's Michael Fassbender. How can that go wrong? I don't think it's gonna go wrong. I'm gonna check that one out this weekend and I'll let you know. Okay guys, it's a gorgeous day today. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. I know. Finding Nemo reference. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great day or night or whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope it's a good one. Thank you guys so much for watching and for subscribing. You guys take care out there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.